Hi guys. The story I'm going to read to you guys today is called Love You Forever. It's a bit of a long story, but it's a classic and it just shows the path that children take from when they're born to when they become parents themselves. Um, I hope you like it. It's a really good book. Okay, so let's begin. Look at the mommy with the baby. It says a mother held her new baby very slowly and she rocked him back and forth, back and forth. And while she held him, she sang, I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living with my baby, you'll be. Aww. The baby grew and grew and grew until he was 2 years old and ran around all of the house. He pulled the books off the shelf. He pulled the food out of the refrigerator. He took his mother's watch. He flushed things down the toilet. And sometimes his mother would say, You're driving me crazy. Look at the mess he made. Look at that. But at night, when he was all asleep and quiet in his bed, she would pick him up and rock him back and forth and back and forth. And while she rocked him, she would sing, I'll love you forever. I like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby, you'll always be. He's bigger now. He's not a baby anymore. But the baby's still her baby. The little boy grew and grew and grew until he was 9. And then he never wanted to come in for dinner. He never wanted to take a bath. And when grandma visited, he always didn't behave. And sometimes his mother wanted to tell him to go to the zoo. He was acting crazy. Look, he's a big boy now. But at night, when he was asleep, the mother quietly opened the door to his room and crawled across the floor and looked up at the side of the bed to see if he was really asleep. And she would pick him up and rock him back and forth, and she would sing, I love you forever. I like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. Even as a big boy. The boy grew and grew and grew until he was a teenager. And he wore strange clothes and had strange friends and listened to strange music. And sometimes his mother felt like she was living in a zoo now. Look at that. He's being crazy. But at night, she would go and see him and creep in. And she would pick him up and rock him back and forth and would still sing. I love you forever. I like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. Even as a teenager. See that? The teenager grew until he was a grown-up. And then he left home and got a home across town. He made his own family. And sometimes the mother would get into her car and drive across town to go see him. Because she missed her baby. If all the lights in her son's house were out, she would open his bedroom door and look if the great man was really asleep, and she would grab him and rock him and still tell him, I love you forever, I like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. Even as a big man. Well, that mother got older, and as she got older, she called her son and said, you better come see me. I'm getting old and I can't go see you anymore. I want you to come. And she would sing to him on the phone, I love you forever, I like you for always. And he would finish the rest. And eventually he would go see her and he would do the same to her, and he would sing to her, I love you forever, I like you for always, as long as I'm living, my mommy you'll be. The end. I hope you guys like this story. It's a very cool story. Be safe, you guys.